Now making his way to the ring, Dan Byrne!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're at BCFC 5. Here we have our first fighter heading up to the cage, and I'm here with the legendary Ian Freeman. Hello, Ian.
Oh, it's great to be here back at BCFC. Some great fights ahead of us. Today we have our first bout on the card, which is Amateur C rules. Could you tell them what the Amateur C rules consist of?
Well, Amateur C, we have no headshots at all. That's standing up or on the ground, and obviously we have that restriction on twisting leg locks and elbows as well.
Well, this is a good starting base for fighters then, isn't it? You know, Amateur C rules.
I think that's exactly what we're going to see here. We've got Dan Byrne here. He's from Jackson's Valley Judo. He's a local lad. Club's up in Avenham. He's been training in about 7 or 8 months, and this is exactly what he wants. This is his first ever bout, and he's in here to test the water. He wants to test himself as well. He's been a previous professional footballer, and for whatever reason that didn't work out, and now he's headed over to MMA.
Well, always been an athlete then, because even when doing football, you know, you're an athlete. You should be used to your cardio. So, you know, once an athlete, always an athlete.
Absolutely. I mean, I did speak to him about his cardio base, and as I was speaking to him, he was nodding his head and he was saying, yeah, fitness is not going to be a problem for me. So it'll be good to see if he can go and go and go.
And now, definitely making his way to the cage, Bradley Callaghan!
This is another local lad, Bradley Callaghan. He's from Carter MMA Preston. He's been training a very similar amount of time, but obviously there's a big emphasis here in Preston for the ground game on his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. Bradley was incredibly relaxed when I spoke with him before the fights, so chilled, and I just get the impression that he's going to come in here and enjoy his time in the cage.
You know, I get a lot of people asking me, you know, how long do you have to train before you fight? You know, and I'm the worst person to ask that, because I was only training 6 months and I was in the UFC. You know, it was a quick progression for me. I suppose I did actually spend about 10 years working the doors, so I knew how to fight. You know,
absolutely,
but,
yeah.
But not in a skill sense. You know, so you know, these guys 7-8 months, you might think, oh well, it's not that long, but you know, it's long enough to be in here. It's long enough to be in the cage and to show their skill.
World featherweight contest, 3 3-minute rounds between, and introducing you firstly, fighting out of the red corner, representing Team JVT, Dan Byrne. And standing across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Sakata MMA from Preston, Bradley Callaghan. Your referee, Mr. Brad Conway.
Bradley's actually played American football for a long time, so he too has got that athletic base coming into this fight. You're going to see 2 cardio guys go at it. And I
was going to say more like an equally matched bout. One being American football, one being English football.
Absolutely.
But, you know, both athletes now getting in doing the MMA, which I like. Oh, Callaghan going for the shoot straight away. You can see where he wants this on the ground. Nice throw there by Callaghan. Taking the mount, beautiful.
My goodness, very nice.
Nice transition, taking the back. Oh, bad mistake by Byrne. He should not have given his back like that.
He just needs to relax a little bit. Has he got the body triangle in? He hasn't, has he?
He tried to get it there. He did try to get it.
He just needs those hooks, and he's working on them now. Oh,
he's got the arm trap as well. It's in. That is in tight. It's not going to be longer now. He's doing well to defend as Byrne. Well, Callaghan doing well. He had the arm trap with his leg, but it's now free.
He's got both hooks, hasn't he? He's turning in very nice. You've got to give
credit to Byrne. I mean, that was deep.
He's got his left arm now under the armpit, hasn't he, Bradley? So whatever he has is far less tight, but he's sitting in seatbelt. He seems quite comfortable on the top.
Well, you can tell he's worked the ground a lot, can you? His transitions were
Very
smooth.
much so. I think that's going to be a trademark of the Preston Sakata guys. You're going to see a lot of slick transitions, especially to the back.
He's squeezing that rear naked on. Well, you've got to give Byrne credit. He's hanging in there.
He seems to be leaning back away from the choke, and he shouldn't be doing that. He should be leaning into it. And I think
nice escape there by Dan Byrne.
That just gave him the space, I think. But again, I mean, we're not looking at two very experienced guys here, and already
triangle.
Very nice. He's throwing those legs up. He's against that cage, though. I mean, we're seeing a good.
Well, that's one of the advantages doing this amateur. See, there's no headshot, so you've got nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about getting hit in the head when you're trying for submission. You know, you just know it's going to be a matter of time before Bradley Callaghan actually taps out Byrne here. But again, he misses it.
He's obviously got durability, quite clearly. You wonder how long you can take those relentless subs, especially when they're in tight, though, because they create issues, don't they, for later on in the fight. And we're in again, straight away.
Nice double to side control.
Side control as well.
The corner shouting the arm is there. Bradley, take the arm.
And he's up on his toes. You can tell he's got his pressure right here. We can probably see another. He's probably going to look for the back again, or possibly a Kimura. Knee on belly. He's going to end up with a mounted guillotine here if he's not careful.
I was just about to say he's going to grab the guillotine in a second. The head was up there.
Again, nice reversal. Nice. Nice.
Well, we can clearly see that Bradley Callaghan has definitely got the more submission advantage here. But he's got his hands on his knees. He's looking a bit tired, a bit more tired than what Dan Byrne is. Will this be survival of the fittest?
Possibly, it could be. They both look all right, though. Both of them look okay. I'd like to see a few more of those leg shots go in early doors from Dan there. I mean, they were hitting hard towards the end of that round, and if you can see a few of those, it might dull the power of that shoe.
Well, if anybody's never been kicked in the thigh properly, I mean, the leg kicks, they do hurt. You kick them in the right place at the side of the thigh, it can actually stop you putting all weight on the front leg.
I imagine you've been hit by a hefty few.
A few. I'm pleased to see that my thighs are now conditioned to it, but before they were, when I first started out, oh hell, it hurts.
That wobbly jelly-legged feeling is definitely something that you get a lot, isn't it?
Can't put any weight on the front foot, you can't throw a punch properly, you can't shoot properly, and that's what Dan Byrne needs to do, because Callaghan is getting the takedown every time. But Byrne nice and light on his feet. And there's a kick again.
Yeah.
Shoots for a single. Oh, he's caught in the guillotine.
Nice. Nicely done his work.
Oh, beautiful.
Lovely.
He jumps to the side. It's very hard to choke somebody out of the guillotine when they go to side control.
He risks the ever-present Von Flue, and I think he's working it now, actually. I think he's working that Von Flue choke.
Well, we were witness of that in the last BCFC, weren't we? It was a beautiful submission.
He is. He's trying for it now. You see all the weight going through the left shoulder.
Well, Dan has wisely let go of the head.
He's close to tapping. He's close to tapping.
Very durable as Dan Byrne.
Yeah, I think the cage is saving him here. He can't quite get his legs out into the choke. We're going to see another knee on belly here, possibly transition to mount, I think. He's got the underhook though.
Well, the ground game of Bradley Callaghan is it's second to none here, isn't it? He's just totally dominating.
Lovely transitions.
Oh, we're for triangle nice. Again.
That was very nice.
That's in deeper. Now that is deeper than the last triangle we saw. If you notice, he's got the foot right underneath the knee. He's pulling that in tight. He's getting ready to tap. He taps.
And there
he does tap. It was only a matter of time before Callaghan got the submission. 3 or 4 different attempts. That time, the triangle, it was on tight. The ankle was right underneath the knee. He pulled it in tight, and Dan Byrne had no other option but to tap.
And you know what? Just before the bout, when I spoke with Bradley, he did say the ideal win would be a triangle, and there we have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 23 seconds of round 2, the referee Brad Conway stops the contest for your winner by way of triangle choke from Sakata MMA, Bradley Callaghan. And ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up from Team JVT, Dan Byrne.
I shot him when she was 6.